Hello and welcome to SKTV News. You're watching Primetime English News with HEMABATI Khongbantabam. First, the headlines. Former Minister K.H. Loken asserts strict instructions of ECI necessary to ensure proper conduct of special intensive revision and prevent unwanted issues. COCOMI convener Y.K. Dhiren alleges hidden agenda of Government of India as many hostages taken by terrorists remain unpressed despite power Indian military. ZUCM President Imphal warns of huge conflict if 6 abducted Nagas from Khonsa Khul are killed. Accuses state and central governments of deliberate inaction in tracing abductees. NP Manipur KIM extends total shutdown by another 48 hours. Massive Kangpopi protest demands safe release of remaining hostages. Families appeal for safe release of 13 Tafo Kuki villagers and 1 Hengbung villager abducted on May 13. And Alumni ACMLA K.H. Bomcha says failing to elect good representatives and fighting among ourselves when issues arise will never bring resolution. Now let's take a look at the news in detail. Former Manipur Minister Dr. Khwairapam Loken has urged authorities to conduct the upcoming SIR with extreme care. He was speaking on the sidelines of the observance of Gratitude Day at Kakulong Community Hall today, which marks the honouring of the past and present Congress leaders from Sagolban constituency. Attendees included Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee Senior Vice President Vidyapati Senjam, Sagolban Block Congress President Ngangum Ranajit and former Ward Number 24 Kalang Chunglu Gangmei. Speaking further, Loken demanded absolute transparency and accountability from election officials, emphasizing that the revision process must strictly follow official guidelines. Citing reports of voter deletion issues in West Bengal and Bihar, the former minister expressed a deep concern that legitimate citizens might also be wrongfully removed from the state's electoral rolls. He added that eliminating nepotism and favoritism is essential to avoid this. Loken highlighted 2005 as a critical baseline for demographic shifts in the Sagolban constituency, where the electoral landscape has since changed drastically. He pointed out that the total number of polling stations in the assembly constituency has increased significantly from 2005, and modern electoral rolls now require voter photographs for enhanced security.
Aikoi lamsigi asengba indigenous voters sing ba aikoi loktok khidra haibagi aikoi bipai fau karina aikoi hujik tawibisina West Bengal da thokiba Supreme Court yona giba Assam da thokiba Bihar da tawiba asumba to state da thokiba SIR da pungan ba kamen ga pin ba mem thokiba do madu Manipur state asida di 205 da base year hoini hai 205 da base da godar ba kumore se masida di photo yaw banate bisiti photo yawe adana hai verification se aikoi BLO sing da election di PRO sing kari sing na yam patana instruction peeling eba state election authority na yam patana BLO sing da asan mirai nai dana dola doli nai dana.
COCOMI convener Y.K. Dhiren alleged that the powerful military of India, one among largest in the world, remaining traceless for many hostages taken by terrorists is hidden agenda of the Government of India. Y.K. Dhiren made a strong accusation while addressing public meeting jointly organized by Thokchom Apunba Lamjing Meiralup, Thokchom Youth Dynamic Association and Thokchom Youths and Students Development Organization at Thokchom Community Hall in Thoubal District under the aegis of COCOMI. He expressed shock that India's powerful military, considered among the strongest in the world, has been unable to rescue or trace hostages even after many days in captivity under terrorists. He questioned whether this reflects deliberate policy of the Government of India. He further alleged that attempts are being made to divide Meitei, Naga and Kuki communities into 3 parts in order to erase Manipur. He claimed that use of proxy army cannot be ruled out and stated that the centre's silence, despite people's voices, clearly indicates an attempt to disintegrate Manipur. He also alleged that efforts are being made to create divisions among the people at a time when they are standing united against proxy war. Dhiren called upon the people to unite, think deeply and identify the enemies and urged collective efforts to protect the land and its people. Meanwhile, a protest was also staged at Wankhayangpally demanding end to proxy war, where COCOMI Core Committee member Kitrume Ramesh and MAPI Council President KC Romeo addressed the gathering. Protesters raised slogans demanding answers to 7-point questions, crackdown on Kuki militants and end to India's alleged policy which aimed at disintegrating Manipur.
Pikraba Manipur da aikoi terrorist na khutta gulai paiba sina magi praja se hostage oina phajal laga thamba matam da madu rescue tawna bagi operation ju chata da ba bakoi singa do phana bagi kari ko makhala matagi thobak thorang sing India gi land of the law sigi matung ina tobum thokko sing do tawrat ta ba se India government na thawaina ki magi mission miyam sing se hana halakanda aikoi masel gi marakta amaga yengthina halakanda aikoi se tora tuna aikoi khunai se hogot pangam da ba community amuk oina ba leiminari ba mase kanamata da tongjaba nate maitei da su tongde naga da su tongde uki da su tongde aikoi punamak se pun luphal lakanda bakoi gi ba adumla ba sananing ba mongda makoi na tawning ba mongda thabak tawna ba honna bagi poram pomit ama yapani ha se COCOMI na phauje ba.
Zeliarung United Committee Manipur ZUCM President Maibun Falmui has issued strong warning that if 6 abducted Naga individuals from Konsa Khul are killed, it will trigger huge conflict in the region. He alleged that the state and central governments appear to be intentionally not making serious efforts to trace and rescue the 6 abducted Nagas, questioning whether the authorities are deliberately neglecting the case. ZUCM President also condemned the recent killing of 3 church leaders and injury to 5 others in Kotlan and Kotsin areas on the 13th of this month. He stated that attempts by Kuki militants from outside to attack members of other communities in order to press their demands are unacceptable. He said such demands should be pursued through proper channels before the state and central governments. Maibun Falmui stressed on positive response from Kuki community over exchanging abductees in HEMABATI has created anxiousness and suspicion among the people. He questioned inaction of government to arrest culprits, alleging that remaining silent and not making efforts to rescue abductees amounts to policy which aimed at creating huge conflict.
Numaina kabraga hatpa haibasi masigumba gi kodok ase toina thokpa targadi kaigidamukta Manipurda leriba misam prajada tek toriba numai paiba karna aduga magi numai paiba singi pandam phangnabidamakta masi misamda hatoraga misam singda awaba piraga mohigi pandam phangani haina ningjaba group na Kiba adu Miyam Manipur Praja Miyam amasung akoi Manipur Valley da leriba akoi Jelenglong ikun punmaki on behalf ka akoi masi akoi condemn tawi tawriba mioi sing asida state government central government na kai gidamukta action lawri dorino aduga state forcing aduga central forcing na hariba attack tawraga misam hakiba aduwi rangla rangjing hojipau amho thigataba hajing kiba adu athu matamda thadopiu haina lauriba punma ase tahariba government sina na sungbi dedena min leriba asimak akoi Manipur praja punmakki wakhalonda masi pendaba haibase sumpendena pendena sum lauriba punma ase aremba tahanbadi chummoina khali.
Kuki Inpi Manipur KIM has extended its total shutdown across Kuki Zoo areas by another 48 hours, intensifying pressure on government to secure safe release of remaining hostages, even as thousands staged massive peaceful protest at Kangpokpe district headquarters on Sunday. The agitation, marked by large-scale participation of men, women and youth, was launched against continued captivity of 14 Kuki Zoo civilians in HEMABATI and in response to recent killing of 3 community church leaders. Protesters marched from Newt Kailhang to SP office, raising slogans and demanding immediate, unconditional release of all hostages along with fulfillment of their charter of demands. Addressing the gathering at Brigadier M. Thomas Ground, KIM Information Secretary Jang Haolun Haukib warned that failure to act decisively could destabilize the already fragile situation, even as he urged restraint and dialogue to prevent escalation into wider conflict. While acknowledging recent partial releases facilitated by authorities, KIM maintained that continued detention of several individuals remains unacceptable, vowing to continue its democratic agitation and shutdown until all demands are met.
The shutdown and the subsequent protest is not organized to spread hatred. We are here to declare that our lives matter, that our people deserve dignity, that justice cannot remain selective. We're not begging for survival, but instead we are asserting our right to live with dignity and integrity. And it is the constitutional and humanitarian duty of the government to ensure that the victims of these barbaric killings of the three of our church leaders see the light of justice and that the hostages are released safely and unconditionally.
Families of 14 individuals, including 13 from Tafo Kuki village and 1 from Hengbung village, have issued an earnest public appeal seeking safe release of their family members who have reportedly remained in custody since May 13. In a statement signed on May 17, the family said the detainees are innocent civilians with no involvement in conflict or political activities. The appeal highlighted emotional and psychological suffering faced by family members, stating that mothers, fathers, wives and children are living in fear and grief while praying for the safe return of their loved ones. The families also stressed long-standing peaceful relationship and brotherhood shared between the villages and Naga community of HEMABATI district, while humbly requesting authorities and concerned groups to ensure the detainees' safe return in good faith. Liangmai Naga Women's Kumji Longmai area on Saturday staged a sit-in protest today at Kumji Lukambi Bazar Shade in Noni district headquarters, demanding immediate and unconditional release of 6 Liangmai Naga hostages, including a pastor and a reverend who were reportedly abducted by suspected Kuki armed militants at Lailon Vaifai Kuki village on May 13. Protesters displayed placards carrying slogans such as "Release the hostages," "Protect innocent lives," and "End violence against civilians." Women leaders appealed to Kuki leaders concerned to ensure safe release of the abducted persons on humanitarian grounds and urged both state and central governments to take responsibility for tracing and rescuing them at the earliest. The protesters further warned that if the hostages are not released soon, Zeliarongpui Women's Organization, Longmai area, would intensify democratic agitations along National Highway 37 Imphal Jirbam route. MLA KH Bomcha of Lamlai Kendra stated that failing to elect good representatives and fighting among ourselves when issues arise will never bring resolution. The MLA today inaugurated a farmhouse constructed by Ibudo Nungjomba Farmers Multipurpose Co-op Society Limited at Leitan Pokpi. President of VDC Leitan Pokpi Wahengbam Nimai Maitei, Head of Regional Center ICAR Manipur Dr. S. Basanta, Additional Director Department of Horticulture and Soil Conservation Yaite Khubsurel, Social Activist T.H. Mohindro and Advisor of Achinglub Kundrakpam H. Somendro attended the inauguration ceremony. Speaking on the occasion, social activist T.H. Mohindro highlighted the significance of the newly built farmhouse, stating that it would greatly benefit the local people by generating employment opportunities and supporting agricultural activities, even if immediate financial returns might be modest. MLA KH Bomcha in his address appealed to the people to elect good representatives who will work for the welfare of the state, stating that after elections, many representatives fail to remain committed to being good leaders and serving people sincerely. He added that people often suffer due to poor choices during elections and urged voters to carefully select candidates who can address public issues effectively and bring positive change for a better future.
Miwa tabu se poi MLA sing ai di mi kuning maki dai ka lei ko Manipur phana bo hono bada ado sigi manung dagi amu hena rajniti tawriba sini he number we dai ka lei sahi manga election tawni Say mga the election to will see the Mayam the Kalakomito, Adun Sarkar Winia. Aduki Sarkar Dunaneva, but when the Tapapun of Duish, the Minister the Memorandum Pirusi, Prime Minister the Memorandum Pirusi, Government the Hirusi, Haina Haisi Kainu, Lady Vanium sing to him Matumina, when a palm university, government do not Patago in the Panko Natradi. Siguma mayam si tingna kanda da kalai si apun bai dunia. Apun bai si karong kanda lak kanda ke kanda. Akoi mayam si nuksina kanda ne apun bai ne laktas lakis. Sumaina akoi amada thi na sai na pangang na mayam si sum taw era gadi. Akoi na lawi ba apun mana pangani akoi entang pun si. Laiwak ki dong ta biam ki dong ta santi por prom ki dong ta hai se. Mamoy hai se ai di chen na thaza zabe.
Shiv Sena Manipur State President Moirangthim Tombi has urged the government to launch intensified search operations across the hill areas to rescue 6 Naga villagers held hostage. Addressing a press conference today at the party's Babupara office, Tombi expressed deep concern over the ongoing unrest in the state. He questioned the government's inaction, highlighting severe disruptions where Nagas and Kukis cannot enter each other's jurisdictions and Meiteis remain unable to travel beyond Kangla Tombi. The Shiv Sena leader argued that the Assam Rifles, who man the Indo-Myanmar border, should know who is burning houses, killing civilians and abducting people in the Kamjong district if the government claims that there is no foreign aggression involved in the violence. He stated that the central government should be held accountable if any untoward incidents happen to the 6 Naga hostages, noting that many people have gone missing since the eruption of the unrest.
Kuki na thadok triba miyoi tarok adugo thadok re na hariba leiriba khoi present status ko se masi Manipur da leiba kangup sing si tension wangkhatringe da state government sina moi hingin tru chieba present status report to madu Shiv Sena de ban tawe aduga wanglei choro border ge he thangna leiba du da khulhum yum mai tumna thaba nupi ngang phabo foreign gi aggression natte na hai mi hat pa yum mai thaba mi phabo mi di leireba adudi Assam Rifles na khamam thokro law and order border gi ngai si moi ne ba moi di khamam thoina bafam du da thoibo do foreign aggression su yaw di hai re Manipur da leiba su tawni bi su no su natte hai re adi bhut na tawri ja lo bhut sin noi pai rab ja lo bhut no moi pai ba leirabra ba adora masigi che center amadi state government ni na kong du moi si information le ko ne ba kai mo no bo je adugi terror sing ni mathakta military crackdown tok do kari ginau kuki na senapati sap yadraba nagana kangu bi lakwa yadraba maitei na kangla tumbi yodo yadra kanda akhoi ki Manipur se kari no bo tawiri se.
Regional Institute of Medical Sciences RIMS Imphal observed World Hypertension Day 2026 under the theme Controlling Hypertension Together at the General OPD complex of RIMS Hospital today. The program was attended by RIMS Director Professor G. Sunil Kumar Sharma, Medical Superintendent N. Sanjeev Singh, Head of Medicine Department Chongtham Dhanaraj Singh and Nodal Officer SAP Kayakalb Y. Govindraj Singh. Speaking at the event, the director described hypertension as a silent killer, affecting vital organs including the brain and kidneys, and stressed the importance of regular blood pressure monitoring, medication adherence, exercise and balanced low-salt diet. He said nearly 1.4 billion people worldwide, including around 220 million in India, are affected by hypertension, which causes about 15 million deaths annually. As part of the observance, free health checkup and screening camp offering blood pressure, ECG and blood sugar test was organized, while free medicines were also distributed to patients.
It's a big burden to the world, especially for the Manipuri population, line of population. See the Jumma, the stroke Torga, the Hinipuyan, the stroke Torga, like Magi family to the Asuki Matic impact like doing Magi Sevato, Magi earning, or Miyama strokes at the little Givada. We have seen the whole family will cripple. BPC after line of control, Tobunga Banavali, regularly check Toraga, Wangagan Hidak Sabiro, Wangragana, please continue doing your good work once again. Aduga, BPC may am Changana Quena control Tominasi, because it is a silent killer.
Now, before we move on, it's time for a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Heritage Convent, excellence is not just a goal, it's a tradition. Heartiest congratulations to our superstars for their outstanding achievement. The superstars of Heritage and SSLCE 2026 are Thamnauzam Bafna Devi, Navidita Yanglin, Koraijam Asrita Devi, Loksambam Simatum, Susma Hizam, Takhelmim Subasan Singh, Taylor Sapam, Henrita Kangzam, Kumanthem Nina Devi, Mahesh Longzam, Oinam Narotam, Rasika Khulem, Aditya Leshingbam, Alina Hawaibam, Jenica Salam, Lukram Sanayai, Nikita Arambam, Nevidita Larik Yangbam, Nongmaitem Ronia Devi, Wahengbam Hani Singh, Wangkhamim Nijita, and Yumkhaibam Leon of Meitei. Congratulations to all the students, teachers, parents, and our well-wishers. Admissions are now open for Standard 11 Science. Heritage Convent, admission open for Standard 11 Science for the academic session 2026-27. Students of Heritage Convent securing a CGPA of 9 and above will receive scholarships worth Rs 50,000 to Rs 2 lakhs, along with free admission, tuition fees, practical fees, and notebooks. Heritage students scoring CGPA 7.5 and above will also enjoy attractive free SIP benefits according to their grades. For Heritage students scoring below 7.5, admission is available at a flat fee of only Rs 6,000. Students from other schools scoring CGPA 7.5 and above can also avail free SIP benefits based on their grades. Secure a top rank in SSE and win Rs 5 lakhs or a brand new car for first, second, and third positions. And that's not all. Students securing 4th to 28th positions will receive a cash award of Rs 2 lakhs each. Admissions are open at School Office Campus 1 Uripok on all working days from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Dream big, achieve bigger, only at Heritage.
Welcome back. You're watching SKTV Primetime English News, more news and updates. As a result of failure to resolve various prolonged issues in Manipur, students have emerged as the most affected group. Since the outbreak of Manipur crisis on May 3, 2023, students have been facing constant anxiety over whether their academic syllabus would be completed on time. Amid the prevailing situation in the state, Burjis Rajkumari of Wangkai Thangapat Mapal, a student of UNACO School Chanura, was among those who experienced mental stress. However, through her patience, perseverance and hard work, she managed to secure 7th position in arts stream in Class 12 examination conducted by Council of Higher Secondary Examination despite the challenging circumstances. Here is a report from our chief reporter Kitrumayum Premchand and video journalist Jinkai Khomba Thokchong.
Manipur ki hojik oiriba phibam asina mahai ningthina tamba phangkhigadra haiba wahang ase lamdam asigi mahairoi singna mathanta hangjari masina pungning wakhal sonthahan bata natana masagi anaba oiraktuna amuk hena kudong charaba mayok naba mahairoi kaya leitaba natte makoi singa. In the midst of prevailing situation in Manipur, concerns continue to grow among students over whether they will be able to receive proper education in a peaceful environment. The prolonged unrest has not only disrupted academic activities but has also adversely affected mental health of many students, leading to stress, anxiety, and various health-related inconveniences. One such student is Burjis Rajkumari of Wangkai Thangapat Mapal, daughter of R.K. Ratan Kumar and Laishram Vijaya, who recently secured 7th position in arts stream in Class 12 examination conducted by Council of Higher Secondary Education Manipur, even though she experienced mental weakness and health complications. She was even hospitalized and had to appear for the examination while undergoing treatment with intravenous drip support. However, through patience, courage, and perseverance, she successfully overcame the challenges and achieved an outstanding result in the examination.
Ayambana irang se jahi hoji adum almost 3 years pare to sumaina irang to base machit to base na maramara nga sa ge da school je adum 1 month 2 months mo school lon san ba sigum mam slay da internet ban ke krasi mayam nga sa gi akoi da di exam je thaga doini adum haidi Panyamna Bantarga so blocked Torgos or exams postponed Togani exam Tara habadi later Banina Sagi. See ma'ams the school seka Hodra Banina Pazana syllabus grado covered Obangam daba adakidi isada tension labor Sumaina ban blocked Karatorga Akoigi student life the sumaina haidi khudong thiba pibase even aise hospitalized tawraga drip ka kapaga phau exam je tha ki bani na ngasai ki aina expect over marks se phangba ngam ka drangam oidra habagi isada chingna bagi exam manung da sudum na badagi hospitalized tawraga kholaga jail ko thilaga exam phau ba thare adudagi class 12 tadi school ka karso phajana ka ba nang hauda ba ngam hauda ba adudagi exam sunak salak paga aingona syllabus se cover to ba nang jagadi aise exam tha ba ngam jagadi kaina khan ki ba su ma'am yawe adu oraga su amuk su khalle haidi hona isada hona ba gi keno do lai taragadi phanyam na challenges thinaraga su adagidi khudong thiba ka kra ma'am ama thingna taraga su dum ngam gani habado
Burgess Rajkumari's achievement of securing 7th position in arts stream in the higher secondary examination across the state during this challenging period stands as an inspiring example for students. Her dedication, perseverance and determination, coupled with constant motivation and encouragement from her family members, parents, teachers and friends played crucial role in her success. Her achievement also highlights the importance of timely guidance and support from families to ensure that students do not go astray amid the challenging circumstances currently faced in Manipur.
Aina sida aina credit presenting badi ai ahambada first of all ai parents mama babung ai inau nupi adadagidi ai family members moi keda pininge aduga mathangdana ai gi hojik takpi tamperi ba yunako school gi oja sing samna harabada ai subject teacher sir daljit ma'am Eunice sir sudes sir principal adagidi ai extra oina ai school ka bangam dabani na coaching su coaching tare mak natraga su tuition wai kai wai agi khang thaba ta thok lesson tawna ba adum atopa school gi oza amani da su chatle ma'am Pinky ma'am Jennifer adagidi aigi mama nabi antina lini aigi Maria da aina tamam matam da akoi counselor or pa ma'am tangja khongbi na mana su aigi haidi mentally adum yamna nagan bani na mangodagi support ma'am ma lawe adudagi aigi imanabi adagidi ai imanaba aigi awaba khuning adum saruk leibi ba ai imanaba deni atop imanabi sing da su sumaina credit sa piningi.
Burgess Rajkumari expressed her desire to pursue higher studies in psychology and become a clinical psychologist, with many people still believing that mental stress can only be addressed through psychiatrists. Burgess said she wishes to work as a clinical psychologist to help people facing mental health issues, especially those who are unable to openly express their problems and emotional struggles.
Psychology da dum makhatam tharaga is a clinical psychologist am oiba pame maramdi hojiki akoi generations da na bahar kanda physical illness ki di mayamna adum medication tawraga ni khangde amani khangde anab se phan bangam meba adubu ngasai ki mental health adagi depression anxiety sigi matang da lakpadadi akoi gi mi khaise khitang awareness wat panani khangde amani khangde khitang mentally khitang nungai tragadi mi se psychiatric sanabu gumba adagi di ma se kamaina hani psychiatric ki problem laiba man sumaina mi ayaman assume tongnai ba ado si se loina mak chumba natte haidi mi amana kitang wakhal nungar ta ba kholak ta ba habase magi personal problem ki kram yam ma leram gani mi ngoda le thokning da ba khodokning da ba do sigumba mayam se clinical psychologist ama orang kanda aina clinical psychologist ama oina mayam gi sigumba mental health na maram oraga suffer tawraga haidokpa ngamdana leiba adagidi uthokpa ngamdaba mayam se sigumba mayam sigi mateng pangaga mi mayam awareness people mind pan.
Despite many problems prevailing in Manipur and uncertainty surrounding future of students, patience, tolerance and hard work can still lead one towards success. Taking inspiration from Burgess Rajkumari's journey, students need to face every challenge with determination and courage in order to become successful in life. With video journalist Chinkai, this is Sktv'S Primetime reporting for SKTV News, Imphal.
Manipur Network of Positive People MNP Plus observed the 43rd International AIDS Candlelight Memorial Day at the Manipur Press Club, Imphal, under the theme Light the Legacy, Remember, Advance, Act. The event was attended by Manipur AIDS Control Society, MAX, Project Director Angeline Renita R., Jenims Medical Superintendent Dr. K.H. Lokeshwar and MNP Plus General Secretary Salam Uditta. During the observance, attendees observed a 2-minute silence to honor those who have lost their lives to HIV/AIDS, followed by a floral tribute led by Angeline Renita R. Speaking on the sidelines, MNP Plus President Deepak Lemapokpam highlighted the significance of the event, noting it was first observed in Los Angeles in 1983 to express solidarity with those impacted by HIV/AIDS. He traced the history of the virus in Manipur, recalling its first detection among injecting drug users in the early 1990s. Deepak noted that many individuals died before antiretroviral therapy, ART, became widely available in the state in 2004. He added that HIV-positive individuals can now live normally by accessing free government ART. The MNP Plus President highlighted Lenacapavir's high efficacy in preventing HIV transmission and advocated for its free distribution to eliminate new infections.
Candlelight Memorial Day se akoida HIV/AIDS legidraba AIDS legidraba mayam se moi bu ningsing bo ina amadi akoida hujik akoida sangsanliba khongjang amadi tungda lakadriba mayam sigi oina khallakanda aswana candlelight se global gi oina global network of people living with HIV/AIDS ina aduga Asia dana mo Asia network of people living with HIV/AIDS aduga yadana mo khege network of positive Indian network le Manipur dana Manipur network of positive people state khudingi khege positive network le mayam su AIDS haibse ta mayam tabira maroi hidak se aduki matik phare yam sen haita hayeng se le ki vaccine de na pangthok ne adu simple fra vaccine di late every 6 month ki injection amamam piwe wan adu ta di totally ma HIV de ki free oile doga hojiki injection se ka pata ga di akhoi India da di lakh ani hum tai ado masi se akhoi gi India da 2006 ne ko 6 7 8 de India da phanga ba ya na hairi.
Labour Union Tamenglong LUT organized Women Labour Facilitation Program in Tamenglong District, honoring women labourers, particularly single mothers, in recognition of their hard work and resilience. The felicitation was organized to highlight women are not only engaged in daily labour for survival, but are also striving to educate their children and secure a better future. Speaking on the occasion, LUT Chairman Gayatri Mai Kamei emphasized the need to support women labourers as main contributors to society and community development. As part of the program, Labour Union Tamenglong distributed essential items, including hand gloves, raincoats and rain boots, to assist workers in their daily activities, especially during adverse weather conditions. The union reiterated that its role extends beyond wage and rights advocacy to fostering community empowerment, women's resilience and solidarity, while also urging labourers across Tamenglong district to join hands in strengthening collective voice and unity of labour community. Paubitek Development Forum (PDF) has threatened to launch democratic agitations if the state government fails to repair the road section from Paubitek Lamkhai to Tob Upokpi by May 25. Addressing a press conference today at their Paubitek Mayalekai office, PDF President Mahibur Rahman Thongkhomayum stated that the 6.5-kilometer road stretch is the vital lifeline for the local population. He lamented that the dilapidated road has been neglected for a long time, despite repeated appeals to local MLA and Tourism Minister Kurajam Lukain, as well as the Deputy Commissioner of Imphal West.
Hariba lambi si sembi nabagi mari leinaba kendra sigi MLA da minister da akhoi kayarak hanna haijaraga lakre adubu lambi si sembagi mingda su haukiba jahi amade handaki jahi March tha da 2 times akhoi tawkhairaga je sibina tawkhairaga thambire hauji phawba su semna na sum thambasina miyam ge awa basi asukki matik awa basi oire mahiroi angang apik basingina nongju nongsa matamda akhoi gi school kana bagi damakte lambi sida khongna chatpa saikana chatpa sugumbada thengnari ba awaba mayam aduga aso apan nangra iba mayam sigi yanga kanda lambi se athuba matamda sembi na bagi damakta Manipur lenga amadi concern authority gi pungning chinsinjabani hari lambi si sembi na bagi mari leinaba kendra sigi MLA da.
Relief materials were distributed to stranded drivers, handymen and passengers near Kongneim village in HEMABATI district after the ongoing shutdown on National Highway in Gangpokpi district left nearly 1,000 goods carrier trucks, oil tankers and passenger vehicles stranded on the route leading to Imphal. According to reports, some of the vehicles have remained stranded for the last 4 to 5 days due to the blockade. In view of the difficulties faced by those stranded on the highway, Senapati District Truck Owners Association and Senapati District Truck Drivers Union jointly extended relief assistance by distributing essential materials to the affected drivers, handymen and passengers. The two organizations also appealed to the government and concerned authorities to intervene at the earliest and take necessary steps to lift the blockade and restore normal movement along the highway.
MDA gi makada akoi Senapati District Truck Owners Association amasung Senapati District Truck Driver Union akoi na gari lising ama gumba puki singna kudakda ban taubagi damakta lambi da pan kiba lambi da stranded tauduna laiba koi driver koi handyman koi amasung passenger koi bu akoi relief pizabani aduna akoi gi appeal di government of Manipur amasung government of India na kudakta National Highway ban taubasi tabak paikalaga si kampio haibigi akoi gi appeal ni.
Assam Rifles carried out a series of humanitarian assistance and community outreach programs across Manipur between 15 and 17 May, extending support in healthcare, youth engagement and social welfare activities alongside its operational responsibilities. On 15 May, personnel provided emergency medical aid to 56-year-old Angum Kumar of Kwatha village in Technopol district after he sustained severe facial and periorbital injuries caused by a bamboo splinter during agricultural work. Continuing its outreach initiatives, Assam Rifles organized career guidance and weapon display program in Churapachandpur district on 16 May, where students were briefed on opportunities, recruitment procedures and values of service in the defense services. On 17 May, personnel conducted fellowship breakfast and outreach program at Morning Star Organization Children Home in Nambol, Bishnupur district, interacting with 26 children and distributing educational materials and essentials to encourage learning and emotional well-being. On the same day, a contingent also assisted in the 7th Kongjom War Memorial cross-country race at Sangayumpham, Thoubal district, providing security, hydration support and logistical assistance for around 300 participants. A special general body meeting of the Dhanamandjari University Alumni Association was held today at the central hall of the university. The event was graced by the association's former chairman A. Brajakumar Sharma, former secretary L. Nobin Chandra, former treasurer Ranjana Rajkumari, Dhanamandjari University Vice Chancellor W. Chand Babu and N. Ibohal. Speaking in this regard, former chairman A. Brajakumar Sharma informed that a 25-member team has been elected for a 3-year tenure during the meeting. He added that the Alumni Association was revived after remaining defunct for a few years to carry out developmental activities for the university.
Alumni Association University Grant Commission starting late was Masin part and parcel administration teaching improvement adugi betul ina masih late tapi ya dari hadana ngasih link kali ini adana ngasih pulling itu problem mengaca masihnya elevasi association kita ini baru ini masih macam-macam dah kita boleh tahu kita masih kalau ada saya nanti di university association lain ada kita bisi nasi jika bayar memang sendiri.
Brightway Club, Lamdong Likai Apun Mamaira Paibi and Lamdong Chowkhat Thaurang Lup jointly felicitated 19th position holder of COCOMI Class 12 examination in Science stream, Assam Rifles Singh today. The felicitation function was held at Lamdong Likai Community Hall in the presence of club member, Maira Paibi members and residents in the area. Textbooks were also distributed to the students from class 1 to 8 under the ages of Amuko. Oath-taking ceremony for the office bearers of the Federal Students' Organization Kanglei Park, Fesok, Thoubal District Council for the 2026-2028 term was held today. The newly appointed team includes President Laisham Ronaldo, Vice President Sankar, General Secretary Fuang Hanba, Organization Secretary Atlanta and Finance Secretary Thongam Chauba. Later, the newly appointed office bearers discussed ways to improve the state's education sector, curb the drug menace among youth and implement social welfare activities. Apunbagi Thauna Village Level Federation VLF, Kabok Leikai Development Association KDA and Hairok Development Club HDC conducted a joint social service camp under the jurisdiction of the KDA today. Speaking on the initiative, Apunbagi Thauna VLF President HEMABATI Thokchom stated that the camp aimed to keep the surroundings neat and clean and announced upcoming plans for fogging in and around the locality. Now moving on in the sports news. A reception ceremony was held today at the Oinam Mayai Leikai Community Hall to honor boxer Oinam Nongpuk Nganba, who recently won a bronze medal at the Asian Under-15 and Under-17 Boys and Girls Boxing Championship 2026 in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Nongpuk Nganba secured the medal after a narrow 3-2 defeat against Uzbekistan's Mansur Abduk in a closely contested semi-final bout. The reception ceremony was jointly organized by Tanglei Hada Shapers Club, Oinam, and Apunba Mera Paibi Loop, Oinam. The function was graced by several local dignitaries, including Oinam Municipal Council Caretaker Chairperson Nongthongbam Sanahal and former Chairperson Maibam Manglimba. Addressing the gathering, Nongpuk Nganba expressed his disappointment over the semi-final loss, but assured his supporters that he would train harder to fulfill his ultimate dream of competing in the Olympic Games. As a token of appreciation, the organizers and dignitaries honored Nongpuk Nganba with a memento and gift during the ceremony.
Isana Khanjaraga, go along behind a Salaga, semi-final da, Uzbekistan Mina Metiba Pyramid, Shigi the Makta, Toy Maite, Matanga, tournament, it's also with a Shodan gold medal Nova, Konazaga, I Olympic talk the Yonava, Otagi, Munam Nava, I Shodan of Konazaga.
According to ICAR Regional Center Imphal, state's maximum temperature was recorded at 28.5 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 19.5 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 96% in the morning and 62% in the evening. Manipur received maximum rainfall of 6.6 millimeter in the last 24 hours. Now before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Former Minister K.H. Loken asserts strict instructions of ECI necessary to ensure proper conduct of special intensive revision and prevent unwanted issues. COCOMI convener Y.K. Dhirain alleges hidden agenda of Government of India as many hostages taken by terrorists remain untraced despite power Indian military. ZUCM President Maibun Formui warns of huge conflict if 6 abducted Nagas from Konsakul are killed, accuses state and central governments of deliberate inaction in tracing abductees. KMP Manipur, KIM extends total shutdown by another 48 hours. Massive Kangpokpi protest demands safe release of remaining hostages. Families appeal for safe release of 13 Dafo Kuki villagers and 1 Hengbung villager abducted on May 30. And Alumni and ACMLA KH Bumcha says, failing to elect good representatives and fighting among ourselves when issues arise will never bring resolution. Now that's all we have for today's Primetime English News. Thank you for watching SKTV. Keep watching for more news and updates. Have a good night.